Hi everyone and welcome to the Amara Vida YouTube channel. If you like this video, please subscribe and like. This video is going to teach you how to make a resume using Google Slides. I'm going to go ahead, I'm already logged into my Google account. I'm going to click on the waffle, which are your Google apps. Go ahead and click there and scroll down until you find Slides. Go ahead and click on that button, and then you're going to go ahead and click the plus button. I'm going to go ahead and delete each one of these. I'm going to allow it to load. I'm going to title it up here. And then I can move it to wherever I want to move it. So I'm going to click the plus button. Click that check. And then click move here. So you can see that this layout doesn't look like a piece of paper like a resume needs to be. So you would go right here to File. And you would scroll down, go to Page Setup. Click on this drop down menu and change it to Custom. Then you're going to change it to 8.5 by 11 because that's the size of a piece of paper. So we have the option right here to zoom in and out and be able to see what our resume is going to look like. Now you can design your resume however you'd like. I'm just going to give you an example. I did a search on Google and just typed in a modern resume. I found one I liked on Etsy, and then I went ahead and made it myself instead of purchasing it. So I'm going to click right here on Insert, and then I'm going to go to Shapes. I'm going to click on Arrow, and I'm going to click that one. I'm going to draw it all the way from the top and then draw it down. Then I'm going to go to this fill button and I'm going to choose a color that I'd like, something nice and bright. Maybe look up, if you're into feng shui, like what colors bring money and power. You can see it's a little bit off there. And then I'm going to draw one across as well. Go to Shapes, click in here. Then I'm going to go right here and I'm going to change that color. And then in this section right here, I can put like different skills, and of course look up what you want to have for your resume. So I'm going to type in skills. I'm going to make this bigger. I'm going to change that font. And then I'm going to click Command B. I'm on a Mac. And if you're on a PC, you can just click that B button or Control B. And then probably underneath skills, and then I'm going to want to maintain the same thing. So I'm going to click at the top. So when it turns into a cross bar, and then I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to paste it. So Control C or Command C, and then Control B or Command B. Oh, I'm sorry. Copy. I'm sorry. So click right here, Command C, and then paste is Command V, chica, and then I'm gonna maybe put something else in here. And that's obviously too big. So actually I'm gonna kind of click this over a little bit, and then I'm gonna drop this size down. It's at 20, so I'm gonna put it down to 18. Drop that one also down to 18. And of course, go with the sizes that you want for what your needs are. And just for purposes of the tutorial, I'm not going to take the time to fill these in. So I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it and then drag it down, and I would put my qualifications underneath. fix this qualification to make it plural. And then I'm going to have to drop that down in size. I want to drop that one down in size as well. Then I'm going to copy that, paste another one. You have to click the copy when it's at a cross bar, otherwise it won't copy correctly. And then I'm going to change this one maybe to education. And of course, do whatever you need for what you're being hired for. And then what I'm going to do here, and I actually should have done it before, is I'm going to center it. And then I'm going to go into here and I'm going to change that color. I'm going to put it dark. And you know what, guys? I'm just going to delete these because I could do it a little faster. That can stay. And then I'm going to copy this with this centered. The other thing that I want to make sure that it looks nice and centered is I want to make sure it's also centered this way, up and down. So you see what that did. So now I'm going to copy this one and I'm going to paste it twice because I know that I'm going to have two more. Bring it down and I'm going to change this to education. And then change this to qualification. The next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put in another text box, and I'm going to add in my personal information. So I probably need to move these down just a little bit. And then of course, depending on what you write and what one needs more space, make sure that it looks good before you turn it in. And now I need to have some space to put in my information. So I would definitely make sure it's the same size. I would put my phone number, probably my email address, and then any social accounts, maybe my Instagram or my LinkedIn, I guess it's called LinkedIn. I don't have one, so okay, perfect. And then so the next thing I'm going to do right here is I'm actually going to increase this just a little bit. I need to put in my name and then what I do. So I'm going to put my name and then underneath it something like, let's say, a lifestyle coach. And I would get a little creative with this one, you guys, but you can do with it what you please. I would definitely center it. And then definitely make sure that spacing is nice. I'm going to center this one, and then I'm going to make sure that spacing looks nice, and then I'm going to bring it back up. Now the next thing I need to do is definitely put my employment history. So I'm just going to draw a nice big text box over here. I'm going to bold it. And then this is completely dependent upon you, maybe the title and the years that you worked there, and then what your job required? Like, what are the skills, or what did you need to do? Stick to maybe your skills over here, but if there was something that your job required you to do that didn't fit here, this should be just something like, overall, I have these skills, overall, I have these qualifications or certifications, and overall, this is my education. I have a bachelor's, a master's, doctorates, classes at the branch, classes at the college, etc. I would definitely not keep this bold. And then I would probably change this font right here. And then I would just copy and paste this one. And you don't want to have too many fonts, but you do want to make sure that different things are obvious. Then I would take this whole thing and I would copy and paste it all the way down. And if you have more that you want to put, I know they used to say 10 years of stuff, but I really don't find that valid anymore. I also don't work in human services, so definitely look at what employment history is going to be valuable to the job that you are applying for. Next thing that I would do is add in a picture. I previously took a picture and I edited it in Pic Collage. And so I'm just going to paste that right in. I found the picture and then I just copied it and pasted it. You can go right here to images and you can either upload it from your computer, or if you already have it saved on your Google Drive, you can do that. And then choose the one that you want. I'm going to go ahead and move that a little bit higher and move this a little bit down. Of course, you guys take the time to look at your spacing. I just want to give you the tools using Google Slide, knowing how to do this. And then the next thing I'm going to put here is maybe my profile. Blah, blah, blah. I would definitely make sure my profile, and this is Arial 14. I'm going to make sure that this is also Arial 14, and then I'm going to bold it. And then I would probably stick to the same font that I use here, down here. And then the next thing and the last thing I'm going to put in is my experience. But I'm going to go ahead and just copy this one because it already has the right fonts, etc. Make sure that it's lined up correctly. Blah, 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 blah. And you can get fancy with this. I also use this same format, and then I changed all of this for a letter of interest. So I hope this tutorial helped you out. Please like if you like this video. Put a comment if there was something else you wanted me to show. I hope this helped. Good luck on your new job.